Thousands of people in a small English seaside town are voting today in a by-election that's getting international attention. Among those running, Reform UK leader Nigel Farage, who cast his ballot this morning.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning. Hello, Nigel. Hi there. How are you?
Voters in Clacton on Sea have a choice between Farage or a man who wears a trash can on his head and aptly calls himself, there he is, Count Binface. Anna Cunningham has more on that candidate's antics.
So why is this guy with a trash bin on his head running to be a British MP? It's a joke, right? Well, yes and no.
Hello, planet Earth. Hello, humans. Count Binface here.
Count Binface is officially on the ballot for this by-election. It is in Clacton on the east coast of England. It is also the seat of Nigel Farage, the leader of the populist Reform Party. That is until Farage resigned and then shortly later said that he would stand again. Now, we know that he is facing political scrutiny for accepting a £5 million gift from the cryptocurrency billionaire Christopher Harborne. So the way Farage pitched this vote was him versus the establishment, except all the mainstream political parties have refused to stand, which means it's just now Farage and Binface and 32 relatively unknown candidates.
He has become a symbol of activism, a symbol of calling out the politicians who are in power at the moment, the establishment, and their promises that they never really follow up on.
The Count is certainly not new to this electoral process. In fact, he stood in 4 parliamentary elections. 2 of them were general elections. He's also stood twice trying to be the Mayor of London.
Count Binface for Mayor of London, 24,775.
Recently, he stood against Andy Burnham in a by-election that paved the way for him to be the new British Prime Minister. Burnham, that is, not Binface. So this is Count Binface's manifesto. He says, for example, that he'll lower local taxes whilst raising everyone else's. He also says he will nationalise the singer Adele. We're not exactly sure how she feels about that. But amongst the humour, there are also these fairly serious points. He promises to spend more time in Clacton than in Washington, D.C., which is a real dig at Nigel Farage, who talks about the US President Donald Trump as his close friend. Then there is the housing pledge, where he promises to build at least one affordable house.
I cannot tell you how much that just captures the mood of the nation. There's a great shortage of affordable housing in Britain at the moment. Making the point of one actually touches a real piece of political nerve.
But before the Count, there were other political satirists.
Well before him was screaming Lord Such, and before him was somebody called Commander Bill Boakes, who used to stand on a road safety platform. So this has been going on for decades in the UK.
It's fair to say that British politics has been through a turbulent decade.
We've just had another new Prime Minister elected. So that's now 7 Prime Ministers in just over a decade.
That's Alistair Campbell. He co-hosts one of the UK's most popular political podcasts.
Hello, Alistair.
And he recently interviewed the Count.
Exactly. So there I agree with you.
But can a joke political candidate really make any difference?
Anybody is free to stand in an election, no matter how idiotic the get-up.
There's quite a lot of serious politics going on beneath the bin, and I don't want to spoil the fun. I know that he's not a real Count, and I know who he is, and I also know he's a very clever guy.
Taking up his stance there on Downing Street, hoping to be elected. It doesn't appear that way, but the vote will tell us, and we'll have that report for you tomorrow morning, only in the UK, I say.